Yo, what's going on YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte. We are taking a look today at the new Palm Springs AHL affiliate team. We're going to be taking a look at some mock names for the new team. We'll be taking a look at that in this video. So let's get right into it. So I listed off, what is this? 7 names, 7 different names from my 7th, probably best one, to my first, in terms of order and the likelihood of us actually seeing them. That's all part of it. So at number 7, again, it's Palm Springs, right? So we have to remember where we're at right now. We're in probably a desert-like area. It's very warm there. You've got the beaches. It's a beautiful area, right? You got the Palm Springs, obviously. So you have Palm Springs in front of all these names, right? These are the most boring names I came up with, but we have the Palm Springs Shipmen and the Palm Springs Voyagers. Now, for some reason, I feel like Seattle is going to do a lot better than that. I really hope they do. And if they come out with these names, it's going to be really disappointing. But if you got the Voyagers and the Shipmen, it works, but I'd rather see a really good name like the names we're going to be talking about in a minute. They're just too basic. We've seen this done before. Voyager, Shipment, okay. We get the whole storyline behind it. It would work because Seattle has the Kraken. It's the water. I get it. But we could do a lot better than that. And this is one of the better names. The Palm Springs Jaguars. Now, Jaguars have not been spotted in Palm Springs since the late 1800s. But again, it adds that little mythological part of it because they haven't been around, but they've been seen in the past in Palm Springs. So again, kind of going with the Seattle Kraken with that little bit of a mythological part to it, a little bit of that, that outside aura to it, I guess. And the Jaguars is a badass name. I mean, obviously the Jacksonville Jaguars have that name. They may have the rights to that name, but I think it would be an interesting fit. The Jaguars, yes, I like that name a lot. And imagine what you could do with the jersey, right? You could maybe do the little print, the leopard print. I mean, you could do some pretty cool stuff. You could have a cool mascot. So now we are moving up to my 4th best one. And that is the Palm Springs Gila Monsters. Yes, the Gila Monsters, the little lizard guy. Yes, I think this would be a great team name, the Gila Monsters. Obviously, you have that. You could make it this big-looking monster lizard. And you could have a big mascot. I mean, you could do some cool stuff with this. And it fits with the theme of the area. They're native to Palm Springs. I think the Gila Monsters might be ahead of the one that I have at number 3. Honestly, I like the Gila Monsters. You can do some really cool stuff with that. And it kind of reminds me of the Arizona Coyotes a little bit. But the Gila Monster, I mean, come on, guys. That's like a baseball name. And that may be why they don't go that direction. But it's a new 32nd NHL franchise. We could see them maybe go in that direction. You could argue that the Seattle Kraken is more of a baseball name, right? So why not go all the way with it and do this Palm Springs Gila Monsters and the Seattle Kraken? Why not, right? At number 3, I have the Palm Springs Rams. Now, the reason I like the Rams, the problem is you've got the Los Angeles Rams right down the road, right? That obviously makes things more difficult. But the Palm Springs Rams, they have a lot of bighorn sheep out there on the West Coast, unless you want to name them the Palm Springs Bighorn Sheep or the Palm Springs Sheep. Probably not going to see that. That sounds like more of an insult than anything. So if it's not the Palm Springs Rams or maybe the Chargers, but again, you have the Chargers. Those names have already been taken. So yeah, the Palm Springs Rams, I think the logo and the mascot would be nice, but it's going to be hard to do unless you could come up with another name. And they could probably do that. Quite honestly, it's probably not that hard to do. But that's a battle that they're going to have to work out. And again, if the logo looks very similar to the Rams, again, you run into that stuff. So it may be just best if they go in a completely different direction. So now is my top 2. And I really like these. So really, I like the Gila Monsters and then these top 2. At number 2, we have the Palm Springs Flamingos. It has nothing to do with Palm Springs, which is, I think, the beauty of it. Yeah, why not, right? You've got the pink in the little bit of a pink or a reddish pink in your home jersey with the eye. The eye is actually from the Seattle Kraken. He's got the little red eye or pink eye, whatever you want to call it. Oh, God, he's got pink eye. But you could use that pink into your AHL affiliate team, and you could use the same colors with the Flamingos. And we almost saw the Vegas team become the Vegas Flamingos. That was one of the talked about names. And even for the AHL affiliate, the Henderson Flamingos, that was talked about. But I like the Palm Springs Flamingos, and it goes in a different direction. Again, it sounds more like a baseball name, but I like the idea of it, and it's a fun name, right? You have the Seagulls in San Diego. You know, just why not? Go with the Flamingos. You could have the Battle of the Birds, right? And even you've got the Wilkes-Barre Penguins for the Penguins affiliate. So you add a couple more birds to the system. I like that. I like birds. Let's see the Flamingos. Come on, guys. Let's make it happen. You could have a really nice logo. You have like the Flamingo with like teeth knocked out in the front row. He's got like a big black and blue on his eye. And you could even, do you maybe want to go pink jerseys? Maybe not. You don't have to go that way. But even if you had a big pink stripe, you have the blue tone of the Seattle Kraken jersey, I'd be buying that jersey for sure. So that means the number one. And this is the one that I think is the most likely for a couple of reasons. And that is the Palm Springs Serpents. Now, the reason I say the Serpents is it goes along with the theme of the Seattle Kraken, that mythological water creature. And the Serpent is kind of the little brother to the Kraken, right? And I think we could do that and make it work. I think the Seattle Serpents, the Palm Springs Serpents, the Palm Springs Sea Serpents, maybe it's just easier if you do Serpents. I think that's the better fit. Again, you're sticking with that mythological aura kind of thing with the Kraken. And I think that would be a great name. Honestly, I think the Serpents, not as fun as maybe the Flamingos or the Gila Monsters. But let's be honest, that's the more realistic one. It rolls off the tongue easier than Gila Monsters. It rolls off the tongue even easier than the Flamingos, and it's not as goofy as the Flamingos. It's a little bit more menacing and terrifying, and that's why I think the Palm Springs Serpents will be the AHL affiliate of the Seattle Kraken. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think of my Palm Springs names? What are some of your names? Leave in the comment section down below some ideas for the new Palm Springs AHL affiliate of the Seattle Kraken. Let me know some names in the comment section down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, you guys know what to do. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and an even bigger subscribe down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.